Hey, welcome to Caching in the Northwest. You know, this is the podcast from the birthplace of geocaching right here in the great Pacific Northwest. Now, it's Thursday, 9 p.m. Pacific, and they call me Chris of the Northwest. And we're going to talk about geocaches and geocachers from here and all around the globe. So while you're trying to avoid a political argument with your brother-in-law, we'll be caching in the Northwest.
Well, I can feel the internet slowing down already. Must
Because
be
it's
Thursday.
Thursday, 9 o'clock.
Yeah. Well, hey, since you mentioned family, tonight we're going to bring up family and we're going to talk about family geocaching during the holidays. Because, holiday season, well, it's basically upon us. It's, labor, what is it? Labor Hollow Thankmas or something. I don't know. If I go to Costco, I halfway expect to see Easter decorations up already. But anyway, forget all the decorations in there. Maybe you've got a little tips or little secrets that you use to get a little geocaching in during those family get-togethers. Maybe you want to avoid that brother-in-law, avoid that political argument, and go geocaching. Or maybe he just wants to go with you. Maybe he's emptying a chemical toilet into your sewer. I don't know. All we know is we're going to get ready to go out and hear your holiday caching stories. Throw them in the chat. We want to hear about it. Listeners, give us your feedback. Chris is going to say it later, but you can call 253-693-TFTC. Give us your feedback. Feedback at cachingNW.com or something like that, because we want to hear from you.
Something like that.
Something like that. But first, the third host here is awful quiet because I've not brought him in the podcast yet. And now it is time to bring in our holiday howler monkey. Some say he is currently rash free. And others say he doesn't go anywhere without his good luck pastrami. All we know is he's called Land Monkey.
Yep, it's a pastrami in my pocket. And it's for good luck.
I thought you were just happy to see us.
Well, on that note, it's a quick reminder of how much we appreciate the support of our patrons who help to keep the podcast coming each and every week. And thanks also to our corporate Denali level sponsors. That would be Landsharks and Cachly. Have you ever seen something on geocaching.com or, hey, on a YouTube vlog for geocaching and thought, I want that thing? Well, go check Landsharks, LANDSHARKZ.ca, see if they have it. They are an official geocaching.com retailer. And have you ever wanted to go geocaching with your iPhone and thought, wow, the official app just isn't cutting it for me? Well, let us tell you where to go, because I'm very good at telling people where to go. You should go to cachly.com. That's cachly.com. It is the premier geocaching app for iOS. Version 8 with Cachly Pro features offline maps of the entire world so you can navigate while offline. DeLorme and counties so you can finish those grids, and coming soon, CarPlay support. Find Cachly in the iOS App Store or go to cachly.com. And folks, if you want to know more about supporting this here show, we encourage you to click the Patreon link on the cachingnw.com website.
And let's interrupt him before he tells people where else they can go. So,
yeah, because I can never look at a pastrami the same way again.
You think that might be the reason for his rash. Anyway.
As a rash statement.
Hey, on a serious note, we want our thoughts and prayers go with those who are in Florida and affected by the hurricanes, right? They're just recovering from one and get slapped by another.
Yeah, that's, there was a lot of damage done down there, a lot of loss of life. And the way it blew through and left a wake of destruction, you'd think they would have named it Kamala, but it was Milton. So
I was pleased to see that a number of my friends that I know in Florida had posted the safe from the hurricane on Facebook, so that their friends could know that they're okay. And that's social media has its pluses and its minuses, but that's one good thing I think Facebook brought in is the safe from. Now, of
Yes.
course, we have fun with the safe from sometimes as well,
Mm-hmm.
but in serious situations, it's a great quick tool to help other people know, hey, you're okay. So glad to have seen a number of my friends post that coming up. And
I should go see if I can remember how to log into Facebook and check my friends.
there you go.
Seebeck Tribe says those who remember Quad's mama from the Kitsap area is safe in Florida.
Good to hear. There you go.
There you go. Do we still have fires going on here in the Northwest?
Of course we do.
Of course we do. It's fire season. Why wouldn't we?
They don't stop till it snows.
So somewhere in Nebraska, everything's just leveled out. We have fires at one end, floods at the other.
Yeah. Somewhere in the middle, indeed.
So anyway, thank you so much for our first responders who go in harm's way to keep people safe. I appreciate that. And somebody said, oh, here it is, wet coaster. The sound you hear is the G rating flying right out the window.
Whoosh.
But
that's what I'm here for.
That G rating, that also works for the glow.
Oh, that's when you hear my G rating, or excuse me, that's when you hear my grading voice.
Oh, grading voice.
Nicely played.
Okay.
Well done. Seebeck Tribe wants to know, when is the glow? Well, the glow is now, my friend. It's time for the glow. And you know what? I'm not even going to ask because I think people know what it is. It's the geocaching log of the week. So whether you read it or whether you wrote it, we want to hear about it because great logs simply make geocaching better. Now, as Wits End had said earlier, you can call into 253-693-TFTC or send an email or a recording to feedback@cachingnw.com and tell us just how you glow. Now, tonight we have 2 glows. This seems to be the thing now. We have 2 connecting glows. People want to send in a continuing story. They love their glows so much that if there's one, let's do 2. 2's better than 1.
Why not both?
Exactly.
Is this like read one, get one free?
Yes, exactly. It's Robo.
Hey, Rogo? Yeah.
Rogo. Yeah.
Okay.
Read one, get one.
Yeah. All right. Well, this first one, SB Dave sent it in, and it's on a cache. The geocaching code. You ready? Write this down. It's complicated. GC28, and it's called Beverly.
Wait. I think you missed some numbers.
Did you get all of that?
Yeah. Nope. That's it. GC28, and it was found by Rock Girl 9, not Rock Girl 28 on GC9, but Rock Girl 9 found GC28. Her log reads, I have been counting down to this day, literally. I woke up this morning knowing that in a few hours, I would be logging my 1,000th find at the oldest geocache in Illinois and 3rd oldest in the world. So exciting. Oh, and I've got a picture there. There you go. Let's see. Skritara, I'm going to guess is how that's pronounced, met me at the parking lot and off we went. She joined me because my biggest fear is snakes. I would not have been able to do it had I been alone and saw one. And sure enough, not even 5 minutes from the parking lot, I ran into one. I screamed. She pushed it into the grass. I ran past and continued on. We got to the spot to divert off the main trail and started into the woods. Into the woods we go again. Man, is there a lot of the thorn bushes. Once the 30-foot vibration went off, I started focusing on the ground, narrowing in on ground 0. I knew it was a larger cache, so I figured it wouldn't be too hard to locate. Navigator said I was at ground 0. I was looking on the ground around ground 0 area, trying to see anything that stood out as unusual. Skritara walked past me to look at which time I turned around and bam, you know that saying, if it was a snake, it would have bit you? Well, good thing it wasn't, because when I turned, the cache was in my face. We laughed. Here we were looking around the ground, and the cache was hanging out directly behind us. I was not expecting it to be hanging. Got the pictures, got the log autographed, and got Beverly for my 1,000th find. Today was a good day.
Fantastic.
Yeah. And she says, favorite point awarded because it's Beverly, the oldest geocache in Illinois, and for the entire experience. And today is also my sister Faith's birthday.
Nice.
Happy birthday, sis.
Well, Habus says, I just found Beverly last Thursday.
There you go.
Congratulations
Little
on that.
Party at Beverly or something.
Yeah.
There, you know?
Yeah. And happy birthday, Faith.
Yeah. Way
Most
to go,
importantly.
sis. That's good. Yeah. All right. Well, as you mentioned, there's a two-parter here. This is also found by Rock Girl 9. And it's a milestone find number 1,000. Day 354 streak through 20 states. 12 more days until I have a leap year streak, it says.
Wow.
This was a excuse me. That was the last tagline of the previous log.
Oh,
So
okay.
I misspoke. I read it like that doesn't sound right. So
Still.
I was
Wow.
so focused on sister's birthday and everything that yes, her milestone find number 1,000 was day 354 of her streak through 20 states. And then she says 12 more days until I have a full leap year streak, which brings us up to this log. It's the Streaker 366 calendar challenge. That's GC3JV4M.
That's so long. It's hard to remember.
Yeah. Found on the 9th. That was yesterday. And, and I've got a picture to go with this one too.
I forgot to put it in there. This is actually SB Dave's cache.
Oh, there you go. Awesome.
Okay. Very cool.
And there's the picture.
There
So she says, I've been counting down to this day literally in all my logs. 2 days ago, I hit my 1 year, 365-day streak.
Woo!
Yesterday was the big day. I hit my 366 leap year streak. That can only be done once every 4 years, and I was lucky enough to get to do it. It seemed like the longest year of my life. There were days I drove anywhere between an hour to 3 hours just to get one cache to keep my streak going. I cried sometimes in those days. I was so exhausted, but I was not giving up. Getting my 366-day leap year streak was the proudest accomplishment of my geocaching adventures. Today, for the first time in 367 days, I did not have to go out and try to find a cache. I earned the right to sit at home and log this find I earned. Thank you, SB Dave, for this challenge cache. I signed it in California, logging it from Northern Illinois. Along with my 366-day photos, I included my 365-day streak photo at the end. Hopefully one day I'll be able to hike out and sign that 365-day challenge of yours as well. Unrelated but exciting as well, I got GC28 Beverly on September 26th, oldest cache in Illinois and third oldest in the world for my 1,000th find. That seems so familiar right now. This streak was find, streak was find number 1,027, a 367-day streak. That's impressive.
Not only is that impressive, but if it's only find 1,027, then
a total third of her finds were this year.
Rock Girl 9 started hard. Like some people start into geocaching and like, oh, I'll find one here and find one there and drag the kids along. Not Rock Girl 9. Rock Girl 9 was like, I'm going to geocache and I'm going like both barrels.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Congratulations.
That was awesome. Yeah.
That's a lot of work, doing an entire year. And, I know streaks just even, for a week, a month, whatever, can be daunting. And she drove up to 3 hours one way to go find a cache.
Well, and what, 20 states in the 366 days?
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing.
See, I bet that helps though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you're always on a green field,
exactly,
like areas where there's lots of caches. But I don't know, like if she was going there for extended periods or if it was like, who knows? But congrats, because however she did it, that is a huge achievement.
Yeah, and people in the chat, Seabeck Tribe, Komokino, they're all throwing the congrats out there as well. So,
for Heather for also getting the
and for Heather, yes, thank you.
The GC It was too long. I can't remember it. 28.
Yeah.
2-8.
Yeah.
GC 2-8. Yeah. So
But
Cash
yes.
and Can says congrats. So congrats to both Rock Online
Exactly.
and
Congrats
Apis.
to everybody who has achieved something
Yeah.
amazing in this past little while.
And Wet
Well-
Coaster says two glows in one.
Mhm.
There you go.
Double
Double glow
gum.
gum. SB Dave, thank you for sending that in. Says, woot, I didn't even know what a glow was 4 weeks ago.
Neither did I. Oh, wait.
That's
guess
why I
did.
have to keep asking.
Yes, I forget
Because
every week.
If you
Asking
guys
what?
remember what it is.
What's he talking about, Jim?
Glow? I don't know.
What's a glow?
Ask me again in a week. Maybe we'll figure it
All
out.
right. Okay.
Ask Chris next week.
See, Dave, you're not alone. Folks, if you remember, you can send in a glow at any time. 1, 2, 3 glows. We don't care. We'll eventually read them all.
Just
go
glow
for the
crazy.
Yeah,
You glow crazy.
that's
There
right.
you
Get the multi-pack.
got to collect them all. Tonight, even though we're doing all these glows, our show is not about glows. Well, it's kind of. It's about holidays. And there's usually a glow around the holidays, a candle, a decorative light of some sort that glows.
Uncle Bernie glows after a few drinks.
Mhm.
That,
There's a whole bunch of inflatable stuff out on our lawn that's glowing.
there you go. So use the hashtag holidays and toss that into the chat if you want to talk about family geocaching during the holidays, right? We're going to talk about some strategies, how to help you connect with your family, go out and make memories this holiday season. And of course, you know what? We're not talking all holidays all the time, because we also, towards the end of the show, have what we call the after show. It's not quite the same.
Good job.
So use the hashtag FATAS to put things in the after show. I've already seen 1 or 2 slip by.
Ooh.
So thank you. You guys are on top of it.
Awesome.
And if
I
you
hope
like,
somebody's keeping track of those. Chat lackey.
our chat lackey's on strike, apparently.
All right.
Well, that's it. I'm not paying him this week.
yeah. That'll teach him.
Mm-hmm. Wait, will it?
That'll learn you.
I didn't pay him the week before either. And actually the week before. Anyway,
He keeps showing up. Doesn't do anything, but he keeps showing up.
and that's why he's on strike.
That explains some things now.
Hey, if you like what you're watching on YouTube, like and subscribe. Also, give us some feedback. Now, I have to start by saying I love Thursday night. I love getting here, talking to you guys, talking about geocaching with all of our friends. But Thursday night football is the worst idea ever. I just have
Is
to
that a
throw that
thing?
out there.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
I
it
assume
is.
we're talking American football.
American football. The Seahawks played tonight.
Did they though?
Is that normal?
The Seahawks were out on a field tonight.
There you go.
And
Is the Thursday night NFL game normal?
yes.
Okay.
There's one team, one game. It's like the weekend wasn't enough. You have to have a Monday night football game, a Thursday night football game, and then everybody else plays in the weekend.
Okay. I knew about the weekend and the Mondays. I didn't know about the Thursday. Okay.
Yeah. Nothing apparently. Well, you have high school on Fridays, college on Saturdays, pro again on Monday, and Thursday.
It's a lot
So
of football.
Tuesday, Wednesday is
Tuesday.
like the football weekend.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no kidding.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. So I want to brush over these souvenirs. We've talked about them a lot. Land Monkey, what's the one coming up this weekend?
The big one's coming up this weekend. It's the International Earth Cache Day 2024 souvenir. Visit any Earth Cache, complete the login requirements, and send those answers in. Then you can log it and get your souvenir anytime between Friday, October 11th through Sunday, October 13th, 2024. Remember, that's going to be scored in UTC time. So 10 o'clock UTC. No, sorry. I don't have the exact times, but it always runs in UTC time. So just keep that. And yes, International Earth Cache Day, aka Canadian Thanksgiving, and there's a video about that. Support your local Earth Cache. If you haven't seen that, just check out my channel. It's there. And hey, all non-premium Earth caches are open to everyone throughout the weekend on the geocaching app. Oh, I see. This is what this is. Okay. 11 o'clock UTC on Friday, October 11th, until 10 o'clock UTC on Monday, October 14th, 2024, is when on the official app, non-premium Earth caches are open to everyone. Hold on.
I think only I want to say simple traditional caches are open on the app.
Oh, under normal circumstances.
Unless you're a premium member.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense then. Okay. So there you go. Earth caches, as a reminder, there's no physical container you're looking for. You're going to go to unique geological feature, study your surroundings, answer the questions in the cache description, send the answers and a message to the cache owner, and then, and only then, you may log your find online and receive your souvenir.
Brian Lang added, basic geocaching members can only see caches rated 222 or less.
I did not know that. Thank you very much, Brian Lang.
Yes.
There you go.
Is that just rated 2 halves? Is that like rated 1?
Well, it's one whole. Yeah.
2 over 2 is 1. Yeah. There you go. Good stuff.
Yeah.
CRS 98's helping out. He has Earth caches on both sides of the US-Canada border. So
yeah, he says go find them.
Well,
maybe do it this weekend. Just throwing that out there.
Could be.
Yes. And I'll tell you, if you want to find an Earth cache, but you're not really sure how, you don't really understand them 100%, tons of resources available all over the place, including landmonkey.ca. We've got a whole section on the website to help you Earth cache. So there you go. Check it out.
Fantastic. We've talked about it several times here on the show as well.
Yes.
Help you through all
Many
that.
episodes.
Yeah. You can find help everywhere. And an adventure should be everywhere. So why not go find one Friday, October 18th through Sunday, October 20th? Go find one location of an adventure lab. You'll earn a souvenir and get a nice find. So there you go. Threw that out there. And Falsito souvenir. That's going on. Okay. We'll be able to thin this down a little bit.
It is like souvenir crazy season. That is for sure.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
There's lots and lots about there. But like you said, we're not talking about the souvenirs tonight, even though we just did. We're done. Tonight it's all about family. The podcast family.
I feel like I'm at my family right now, just chatting.
Oh yeah, the podcast family. It's all about family geocaching during the holidays, because like we said, this weekend it's Earth Cache holiday. Oh no, it's Canadian Thanksgiving.
It is.
So congratulations on having a nice holiday. Being thankful and all that's great. It's a magical time of year. Families come together, geocaches are found, and they're a way to save your sanity when those families come together for the holidays.
Oh boy.
You can make, new festive traditions that involve geocaching. In fact, let's talk about geocaching every Thursday night at 9 p.m.
Okay.
Wait, that's now.
Oh.
Hi.
Then take it away.
Welcome to Caching in the Northwest. Hey, let's start by talking why geocaching is a great family activity for the holidays, right? Not only does it get everyone outside, but it also promotes teamwork, right? Teamwork makes the dream work. Isn't that what they say? There's no I in team, except that little one in the middle of the capital A. But we're not talking about that. And it also helps to create lasting memories. So it's an activity everyone can enjoy, from the young kids to the grandparents. Plus, the holidays are a perfect time to introduce your relatives to geocaching if they haven't tried it before. before we got into all these Earth caches, here we go. CRS98 says, #holidays. It can be a great way to introduce family to the fun of finding Tupperware in the woods.
Well, if you're having big family gatherings and meals, don't you already have a bunch of Tupperware around? Probably.
Yeah.
You
Well,
probably
you might need more. So
Okay.
go find some.
Go find some. Bring it back.
bring
Wipe-
back that old ammo can.
Yeah, wipe the moldy log out of it. Put the mashed potatoes right there.
And then put it back.
For more helpful tips,
Caching in the Northwest does not promote
Well,
putting
I'm
food
wondering,
in a geocache container.
Chris, I'm wondering if this is a good way to get more lackeys on the podcast. So they hear this stuff and they go, oh my goodness, we got to get back on that podcast. We got to correct these guys.
That's right. Brian Lang says the same thing. You need to go geocaching to get the Tupperware to store the leftovers in.
yeah.
Indeed. Indeed.
And if there are leftovers, you just didn't try hard enough at dinner.
Right?
That's right.
But yes, go ahead and take your family, or maybe it's a reason to leave them behind. But anyway, let's dive in, shall we? Some fun family geocaching challenges you can do, like, Rock Girl 9 just did a challenge. This is maybe a little more achievable than a
That's
367.
pretty ambitious.
Yeah.
20
Well,
states. Yeah, it might be a bit much.
hey, if you can visit 20 states and find a cache in 20 states during the one holiday, that might
More power to you.
more power to you. Great. I think you should get your own souvenir just for that.
Yeah.
Indeed.
But maybe scale it back a little bit. You might say, look for a series of caches around your neighborhood or a local park. Sometimes caches are hid that way with a theme, multiple caches or a multi-cache. There's
a single multi-cache can be a lot of fun.
Yeah. If you're in the Auburn area there, that's not far from the CNW headquarters, not terribly far. Rocket Glider has hidden a series of caches there based on the 12 days of Christmas. And hey, if we're heading into the holidays, that seems like a fun way to count down the days to the geocaching holidays here. You could also have holiday themed caches. There are caches. That one is a series that's themed after the 12 days of Christmas, but some caches themselves are especially decorated for the season. It just makes them a whole lot more fun, Who doesn't love some tinsel in their geocache?
Pumpkin spiced geocache find.
There you go. See? No, don't do that. Just say no to pumpkin spice.
They're making pies out of it now.
Really?
Mhm.
Who'd have thunk? Maybe wrap your Tupperware container in gift wrap. What could go wrong with that? No?
Yeah, that's an interesting suggestion.
Because that'll just blend right in.
Not
Exactly.
only that, it'll hold up really well in the Northwest
Sure,
in October.
not a problem. Or you could hide one, publish it in your living room under the Christmas tree.
There you go.
People will come by, ring your doorbell, ask, "Hey, can I look for that cache?" They say, "Yeah, you got to figure out which one it is there." I'm sure that would go over well. It blend right in. Camouflage is good there.
Oh my gosh.
Okay,
That's
maybe
awesome.
don't do the wrapping paper outdoors in the tree, but you could put small Christmas ornaments inside.
Yes. There's every once in a while, and I'm sure people have seen this in their area. Every once in a while, I come across a tree, just walk through the forest that people have decided to start hanging decorations on, and it's kind of neat. And then there's one, and I want to say it was on Vancouver Island, but I can't remember exactly where it was. We found it. There was a tree like that where year round it had Christmas decorations on it, and someone had added a bison tube in there. So you had
Of
to
course they did.
find that tree, and then you had to find the bison tube hanging, a colored bison tube hanging in amongst all the ornaments, that was a lot of fun. So on that note, that's something I've seen done before that definitely leans into that direction, Jim.
Well, have either of you found a cache container themed for the holidays?
Not that I remember, but it's possible.
I
sure I
remember one painted with a nativity scene. It was an ammo can, had a nativity scene painted on the side of it. I thought that
Very
was quite
cool.
nice.
That's impressive. Yeah.
Yeah.
That reminds me of the not directly holiday related, but the good old caches from the Utah Geo Tour when back in the day when that was running,
Mm-hmm.
the paintings on the sides of the ammo cans was beautiful. It was really neat. That was a highlight of that. But yeah, I mean, definitely things like that. If you have someone in the family, and hey, here's an idea: if you have someone in the family with those artistic skills, paint some ammo cans.
Exactly.
Nice. Yeah.
We're going to get into that in a little bit.
Oh, never mind.
Don't do it just yet.
Well, I was going to say, I was looking at the chat here, talking about family gatherings. CRS98 said, I used to run a semi-competitive geocaching contest at my sister-in-law's house during Thanksgiving. 2 teams, 10 caches in Tri-Cities. Losers had to wash dishes. Get everyone out of the house. I love that.
Wow, that's awesome.
Nice. I like that. Semi-competitive.
Mm-hmm.
And
there's
that
a
sounds
real-
like that's full on competitive if the
yeah.
prize is not washing the dishes.
Yes,
exactly. There's a real tangible goal there. So,
Yeah.
Dormore said both her kids are muggles. There will be no family caching for me this weekend, but there's going to be a great feast.
Nice. Excellent.
Seabeck Tribe says another podcaster wants to do the ET Highway next year over Thanksgiving. Which podcaster? I need to know.
And which Thanksgiving?
Not
Oh,
me.
that's right.
Yeah. The real Thanksgiving or the one at the end?
Do them both.
And let's throw out which year.
Start at the Canadian Thanksgiving and just keep caching
Well,
until
that
the
makes it a
American
little
Thanksgiving.
easier, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Gives you a bigger window.
Well, it's not this podcaster. I'll tell you that. I don't really have any desire.
No, it's
to do
another
the
one.
ET Highway.
Seabeck Tribe says it would have been more evil on that tree if the container was a Christmas ornament.
Yeah.
You know, they do make they're round bison tubes, right? Instead of oblong, they do make round ones. The same, you know, same material, same seal
That's
on
fair.
it.
So that would do the job. It would look like a bauble.
Mm-hmm. Bryling says I found many Halloween themed caches over the years.
Yeah,
with
good
spiders and ghouls and what have you. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's the BAUBLE bobble, right?
Yes.
There you go.
Not
the. Okay. That'll come out great in audio podcast.
How was that again? Dormore says that there used to be a small evergreen with a ring of rocks around it somewhere in the lower mainland. One of the rocks was a geocache.
Oh, of course.
There you go.
Sounds nice.
Tree grew up in the middle of a campfire.
Yeah.
See, you got to make sure your fire's out, and then the log can sprout again and grow. Caching Kant says I found a lot of Halloween caches, but a few caches seemed other holidays.
There you go.
Iham says there was a Christmas tree with a cache on it between Reno and Virginia City we found several years ago.
No.
Cool. There you go.
Very fun.
Wow, you guys are just it's Scott
Great.
Burks, by the way, who wants to go do the ET Highway.
Okay.
Yes.
Love it. Geocaching podcast, Scott. US
Thanksgiving
2025. She answered it all in one.
I know, that was very efficient.
Very efficient. Yeah.
Okay. Caching Kant says I found a cache in Illinois in 2019 where there's a container of ornaments and you signed and hung it on a real tree. Oh, that's fun.
Neat. That's fun. What a great idea.
Wow, you guys are just going. I feel like I have to keep going here. Let's see. CRS98 says the ET Highway takes the range of both Thanksgivings.
Indeed. Yeah, it could.
Get it all done. Dora Moore says, I signed GC Alpha Kilo Quebec Victor Festivus for the Rest of Us challenge last week. I need just one more. One more Festivus?
Yeah.
Let's see. Hawaiian Melee says, I drove after work for a first to find. I was like, wow, that's impressive.
Indeed.
That it, I don't know if you saw it in the morning, but if it's still there, that was impressive. Okay. Bryling has a problem with you people, and I'm going to tell you about it.
That's okay. We have a problem with him. We already discussed that.
We can't
Yeah.
eat until you pin Bryling.
That's right. We find tinsel distracting.
What
Okay.
what about that? You filled an ammo can with tinsel and put in a silver a nano or bison tube?
Oh, that's just cruel.
Now, the tinsel's gonna be all over. It tends to be staticky, so it's gonna cling to you. So it's just gonna leave a mess, I think. But
All right. So I had to look it up. I looked up this Festivus for the Rest of Us, a holiday challenge. So it is, and we have found it. It is, so first of all, it is in Washington State.
Mhm.
Um, and the challenge: find 12 caches with the names of the 12 holidays in the titles listed
Mm.
below. So they give you New Year's Day, Valentine's, President's Day, St. Patrick's, Easter, Memorial, 4th of July, Halloween, Veterans Day, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and birthday. And so you have to find 12 caches, one each that has the name of those respective holidays in it. And what community is this in? This, I'm zooming out. Skagit Regional Airport. That would be Cedro Woolley area.
Okay.
Cedro Woolley.
I
Isn't that
just
a
like
great
saying
name?
Cedro Woolley.
It sounds very warm and comfy.
I know, right?
I'm going into
Nice
the
Cedro Woolley sweater.
Mhm.
Smells good, keeps you warm. Anyhow,
Holiday.
so that's where that challenge is. That's what that challenge is. So thank you, Dora Moore, and I hope you are able to achieve that shortly.
Yeah.
Holiday tinsel is evil. This is I am.
Yeah. Although
Um,
you can break Santa out of jail with it.
Oh, yes, you can. Yeah. I think you can
Not
break
getting
anything
that
out of jail.
reference.
No? Okay. Um, okay, so there is a series of caches I found. I believe it was around a large park, and each one of the caches had a small container of beads in that. The idea was take one bead from
Mhm.
all of the caches, and you would have enough to make a bracelet.
Hmm.
And
Oh,
in the first or last, depending on which order you did them in, the cord for the bracelet was in there as well. So I thought that was fun. That's something that you could turn into a holiday themed
Sure.
um, type cache.
fun.
Now, speaking about swag in a cache,
Yes.
how about crafting some holiday themed swag? It can be a fun family activity that gets everybody
Okay.
into the spirit. So maybe you're making the bracelets to put in there, right? Those are fun for the kids.
Yeah.
Ornaments, decorate small toys, even create homemade crafts to put in the caches. It's a great way to personalize your geocaching experience.
Yeah. I would suggest if you're going to do that, make stuff that's wet resistant
Yeah,
because even the
Yeah.
best caches tend to leak in the Pacific Northwest. So,
Mhm.
exactly.
make it stuff that won't be destroyed if it gets damp.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
But that's a fun idea.
don't string popcorn and put that in the cache.
Yeah.
And no baked goods.
Little paper mache craft. No.
No paper mache.
Papier mache.
And while you're doing this, if you have small children, heck, if you have adult children, it's a great way to teach them to be giving, to be a lot less selfish, to give, to make something and give it to somebody else. It's not just about what you can get, but it's also something special to leave for the next person. They go, oh, look at this. This is handcrafted. How nice.
Nice.
Thanks.
That's a much nicer sentiment than I thought this paragraph was going when you started with if you have small children. I thought if you have small children, they might also fit in caches. But
In the larger ones, yes, they would.
okay.
And then you're giving to someone else.
Right. It's a season of giving your
Thanks.
children. Yes.
Thanks, Dad.
But yes, geocaching at family gatherings. Oh, okay. Sorry. We got some.
Habus says, I did a puzzle cache, which involved answering questions regarding Star Wars holiday special about Chewbacca's family.
Oh man.
And what was the holiday they were celebrating?
Uh Something day, not Earth
Yep.
Day. Life
The
Day.
Life
Day.
Exactly.
Life Day. I had to think about that for a minute, but yes. Yeah,
Brian was right on top
Brian
of
got
it.
it too. Wow, that the Star Wars Holiday Special requires a certain level of patience to make
Oh,
your way
yeah.
through it.
Boy,
I'm not sure I'm even aware that there was one. So
I
It's
watched
not
it
good.
originally, and it was tough to get through.
yeah.
They really were excessive.
Oh, yes.
Remember when there were holiday specials?
Yes, and
Right.
you could only watch them on TV,
Yeah,
and they
you
only
had to be
played
home to
once.
watch it. There were
Yes.
no VCRs.
No.
No, back in the day. I remember. Oh, well. Hey, but we are talking about geocaching at family gatherings, like CRS 98 mentioned earlier. Incorporating geocaching into your family gatherings is another great way to get everyone involved. Get outside after that big holiday meal. Um, and, this is a good time of year to consider night caching.
Mhm.
There's an article coming up in the next BCGA newsletter. That'll
What
be about
what are all those letters? I'd like
the,
to buy a vowel,
the
please.
British Columbia Geocaching Association's newsletter. We'll have an article about night caching in it. But and yay, if you're not a member of the BCGA and you're a British Columbia or Washington State geocacher, sign up. It's not too late. Anyways, night caching is a great thing to do because, well, first of all, this time of year there's lots of night,
Yep, it's
and
getting more night all the time.
and what a fun adventure to take the family on, tromping through the forest. Well, Brylang says get up before the meal. Well, you could, but I say get out after the meal. Go caching at night.
Yeah,
Um,
burn
have
off some of that meal.
Yeah, have some fun. And if you're together as a family, it's a lot safer and be a good time. Good time will be had by all. Um,
We keep talking about caching, but I really think adventures might be a better fit
oh,
for
ALs.
first timers.
Yeah.
Yeah, adventure labs to go out and find. You can find those in the evening if it's a plaque, right? You just
Mhm.
take your flashlight with you. Um, and yeah, I think it'll be a lot. I think that would be a great choice for a family outing.
There you go. There you go. Absolutely. You could, hey, if you're don't have a bunch of family around, some of us are in that situation where there's not really a lot of family around. Host a geocaching event on
Mhm.
on a holiday, and um, do that earlier in the day. Get together with a bunch of local geocachers. You know,
Serve Chinese turkey.
that
Mhm.
or bring a box of Timbits.
Oh, there you go.
You'll be the hit. Um, but yeah, that's a great way to just connect with a whole bunch of other people and maybe not be so lonely on the holidays. So there's something to think about as well. It's a great way to just draw other people together and have a bit of social time, bit of interaction with other people. Um, it's an interesting idea here. Probably for closer to Christmas time. But what about creating a taught advent calendar or any, maybe let's not be specific to tools of the trade,
Mhm.
but a geocaching advent calendar. Now I want to open this up to the chat because I think this could generate a lot of interesting ideas.
Good.
If you had, and it doesn't have to be like a thin cardboard one, like you could have a large whatever. What would you put in a geocaching advent calendar? I am curious what our audience would put in that. So if you are making it, let's put this, if you are making a geocaching advent calendar for the Caching NW hosts,
Oh,
what would you put in that calendar? So let's see what comes back. Oh, Komikino right out of the gate, nanos. Thanks, Komikino.
and cedar bushes.
And cedar bushes, yeah, 25 nanos.
25 nanos.
All right. I'm gonna
You
I'm
get a
gonna be look
nano.
I'm gonna be watching for you soon, Comic. You know.
You get a nano.
Next time you call me on the banana phone, I might not pick up.
It's a
The,
banana phone.
That's right.
the problem with that is I would pick it up and shake it, And the first time I did, all those magnets would stick together and nothing would rattle again. And I'm like, uh-oh, I've broken it.
Oh, too funny, too funny. But there you go. So nano caches is an option, something you could have as one of the things in an advent calendar. But we'll keep going. Looking forward to everybody else's thoughts about things they would put in a geocaching advent calendar for the CNW hosts.
You could do 25 yellow Jeep travel bugs.
Oh,
there you go. I won't say no to beer in the advent calendar. I'll just put that out there.
Brightling says a 25-foot extendable pole.
Like 1 foot each day?
Yeah. One section, you just have to.
Not sure they work that way, but okay.
Lost 10 would do path tags, 25.
Path tags are good.
Oh, yeah. You could have a unique path tag for every day. That's cool. Good idea.
Okay. Off topic, but it's, I think it's somewhat holiday themed. Speaking of rum, when you say tot, Wet Coaster says, I think of the rum ration, also called the tot, was a daily amount of rum given to sailors on Navy ships.
I knew I liked the Navy.
There you go.
Got to give them their daily ration of grog.
Indeed.
Okay, so we're going to keep on going. Yep. Keep tossing out the geocaching advent calendar. I thought it, but for this, I chose a tot calendar, right? For the kids. It could be a real tot, like a magnetic extending pole or something useful like gloves and boots, which kids always seem to need. They can never find a matching glove or boot, even though you just bought them and they wore them 15 minutes ago and now one's missing.
Yeah.
This is a fun idea. Now it's got me thinking like, oh, maybe that's something I could do for Mrs. Monkey is have a geocaching advent calendar.
There you go. And if you order it from Amazon, they each come in their own little box.
Right.
So there you go.
A stack of 25 boxes.
Yeah.
Numbered 1 through 25.
Okay. While you're out doing the adventure or geocache, have the kids or even other family members switch roles during the cache hunt. Let one be the navigator, one sign the log, one decide which cache or adventure to go to next.
Yeah.
Fun. Right? That would work really well with adventure labs, like you were saying, Chris.
Yeah.
If you're doing the adventure labs, then you could swap the roles around. Who's doing the navigating, who's reading out the clues or the question, and then who's searching to find the answers for the questions. I think that could work really well.
Just don't let the 7-year-old drive. You don't get a turn.
Come on, Jimmy never let me do anything fun.
All right. Why not? Let's see. Do we discuss the pit stops after caching?
Sure.
Hit some shopping there. Going to drive. If you can still find a shopping mall, stop there. You can always check out Christmas decorations. Drive around and see the lights. That's always fun to do.
That's a great idea. A little later in the year, obviously, than this time of year. But driving around and see the lights and doing a little night caching. Wow, what a fun thing to do.
Yeah. I like the night caching idea.
I think Wet Coaster has it worked out. One kid steers, another kid works the pedals.
Sure.
See?
We're promoting teamwork.
Exactly.
You're building a team. That's right.
That's right. All right. Well, we talked about holiday lights, that gets Christmas lights get a little closer to winter time itself, and winter caching can bring its own challenges with it. But it's totally worth getting out in the winter and getting some caching done. You should, of course, always dress in layers. Well, before you even go out night caching, you should leave a trip plan, I think somebody would say.
Yeah,
I love that. Good thinking.
But hey, it's wintertime. In case you didn't notice, it can be cold. So dress in layers. And maybe if you don't spend so much time teaching the kids to steer the car, hike a bit, move your body, and burn off some calories, and you'll warm up.
There you go.
And
if you don't have power steering, that's a lot of work for the kids.
True. If you
really work that upper body.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you don't turn the engine on and have them push the car,
Teach him how to start the car. There you go.
Yes.
Push it down the
And,
hill.
And remember, you lose a lot of body heat through your head, so wear a hat to stay nice and warm.
Yes, some of us lose more through our heads than others,
I don't know, never see your head. It's always under a hat.
right? Because otherwise I lose a lot of body heat.
You might want to bring a thermos, something hot to drink, cocoa or tea, and good boots for traction. Maybe even those little crampon, there's a name for them, but
Moose tracks.
There you go.
Or is that what they are?
Yak
That's what
tracks.
came to mind. Yak tracks.
Yak tracks. There you go.
That's a brand name, but yeah, those hiking crampons for sure.
Yeah.
Micro spikes.
Micro spikes, another one. Yeah. So just don't yak on the yak tracks. Don't yak on the track, but wear your yak tracks.
There you go.
And as Landmucky mentioned earlier, and I agree, it's getting dark earlier nowadays. There's a lot of night this time of year, and it's only getting more as we get towards winter. So just be mindful of that. If you're heading out for the afternoon, go, oh, it's daylight. I don't need anything for nighttime right now. It gets dark very quickly this time of year.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, till about December 21, somewhere in there.
Yep.
But absolutely. Yep. Well, Chris, what do you think? We're running through the hour. Do you want to wrap things up for us?
I think we do. We'll wrap things up. Just remember, holidays are magical time of the year. Your family's going to be around. Maybe think of something different, a new way to add a memory, right? Memories are created when you do something new. So go out and enjoy the weather, go out and move around outside and get caching in the Northwest. Just had to throw that in there. We're not done with the show yet, but that's the exit line.
It fits so well.
Thank you. I meant to mention it, but CRS 98 and GeoNav Pro both says, anyone see the aurora tonight? GeoNav Pro is watching the Northern Lights right now.
Yeah,
multitasking.
I'm planning to take a look when the podcast's done to see if I can see anything from here. I've got a lot of urban light around me, so I probably won't.
But yeah, we're still in the peak of the sun's 11-year cycle. So, could be 11 years before we see it come back down this far again.
I'll go outside and look after the show's over.
There you go.
And remember to use your camera phone because your camera can see more light spectrum than your eyes can.
Yep. All right.
So folks, thank you for taking the time to listen. We hoped you enjoyed this episode of Caching in the Northwest.
Absolutely. We want to take a moment to thank our corporate Denali level sponsors. That's landsharks.ca and cashly.com. Landsharks.ca is the outdoor adventure and geocaching store. Check them out online. They're shipping those online orders daily. And Cashly, well, that's the geocaching app for iOS. So download it off the iOS store. We want to thank all of our faithful Denali level supporters, Landsharks and Cashly, of course, but also Cool Cow Cachers and Hawaiian Maile. Congratulations on their geocaching adventures today. Their FTF. If you want to know more about supporting this show, click the Patreon link on the cachingNW.com website.
Like Team Noltex did.
And Gas Station Tuna.
And B Pendragon.
Trexer.
GSM times 2.
BC Rockcrawler.
Mountain Bike.
The Camp Clan.
And before I say the next one, Mountain Bike. Hope you're feeling better soon. Heard about the arm. Heal up, feel better soon, and stop breaking that arm.
Yeah.
All right. And also JCar.
Oh, wait. That may not be
That's
what
entirely different.
Yeah. Log work.
Kitty Quest.
You talks to rocks.
Just finding our way.
Subway Mark.
CRS 98.
Whidbey Island Gal.
Segehove.
Genies.
Antaeus.
Flagman.
Skyhawker.
Seebeck Tribe.
LG 9000.
Just Carlo.
Boomer 365.
Peach of Washington or wherever she is now.
Geocaches.
Railroad.
The Terrible Tees.
Ackerdock.
Kid Vegas 19.
M Nerf.
GeoBirder.
Green Words.
Limax.
Watching those lights, Geo Nav Pro.
Wet Coaster.
Doramore.
You, Dak.
Butterfly Girl.
MC3 Cats.
And Nervous Energies.
Folks, if you want to, no, I want to go with this. Thanks for taking the time to listen to this episode of Caching in the Northwest. Your support helps keep the quality shows coming. So if you like the show, please click the Patreon link on the CachingNW.com website. And if you didn't like the show, let us know what you want us to talk about. But if you like the vibe, please subscribe wherever you get your podcast and leave us a review. If you were in a restaurant, you would tip. If you were in a live audience, you would clap. But since you're on a podcast, leave us a free, fast, fabulous, fantastic 5-star review. Of course, you can call it at 253-693-TFTC and leave us a comment, ask us a question, or send us Advent calendar ideas any time of the day or night. And of course, you can email us at feedback@cashingnw.com. Join us live every Thursday night at 9 p.m. Pacific for a live show and chat. This show is produced by Chris Umfenauer, Jim Paulwitz, Jay Kennedy, and Brian Lang. It's licensed under a Creative Commons Attribution 3.0 license, copyright 2024 by Chris Umfenauer.
The After Show.
Stay tuned for it.
For that.
Subtle.
That was funny.
Smooth.
We're really looking forward to getting this show over so we can go and see if we can see the Northern Lights.
Okay, thanks all. Bye now. Let's see.
We got a bunch of tasks.
There's some FATAS in there, yeah.
Yeah. Seebeck Tribe, myself, and 2 other cachers are heading to Seaside, Oregon for the weekend. We're targeting Delorme pages and counties, plus several EC. Oh, EC. I think that's Earth Cache. Sorry.
So.
That's extra credit.
Oh.
Well, have fun. That sounds like an awesome road trip.
Yeah, it does.
She is a teacher. Of course, she's looking for extra credit.
Mhm.
Yes, there you go. What else do we have? Caching Cants. My adventure to finish the WSGA Geo Tours was successful. Congratulations.
Yeah.
On 139, one they own. I have all 8 souvenirs and the 2 coins. No snow or rain, just lots of dusty roads and amazing views. Well, congratulations. That is quite an achievement.
It is.
To finish all 7 Geo Tours, 8 souvenirs,
7
right?
Geo Tours of 20 each.
Yeah, fantastic. Congratulations.
For 20 years of the WSGA, all those letters.
Indeed. Seebeck Tribe is finalizing their new path tag. Hopefully have it by the end of the year. Very cool.
And Komakino says, I'm posting a new geocaching video tomorrow in which we find another The Ring movie location, an attempt to find something with a Randonautica. What, you guys seem to know what that is.
No, I just read it well.
And I did not. I'll admit that.
Burn.
I've never heard it before in my life, but never mind.
A certain land monkey makes a certain special guest a certain appearance. Certainly,
I do. Yes, that was fun. Did a little cameo, a little collab with Komakino. Looking forward to doing more fun collabs and stuff like that. I also have a new video coming out tomorrow morning, bright and early tomorrow morning. For those who are new to geocaching or just need some reminders, it's an explanation of all the sizes of geocaches and how they're hidden. So there you go. Another instructive video where we have a little bit of fun walking through the geocache sizes.
And you show every size of every geocache out there?
Yes.
Find them all.
Find them all.
And speaking of the ring, here's a question as we depart. Whatever happened to ring around the collar? They were so concerned about it when I was a kid. Did we solve that? Does nobody have that anymore? Because nobody ever talks about it on TV commercials anymore.
They don't talk about it, but I can tell you from my own personal experience with my dress shirts for work, it's a thing.
Okay. So we haven't solved that world problem yet.
No, that first world problem continues to exist.
We just have more pattern shirts so you don't see it as much.
That's clever. We've camouflaged it.
Komakino says that's so true. About ring around the collar. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what he was referring to.
So embarrassing.
Yeah, I think just the fact that we used to talk about it all the time and nobody mentions it anymore.
There you go. Well, thank you for that interesting observation.
Thank you very much. And until next week, get out, maybe with your family, and get caching in the Northwest.